And got the cooler installed. Turned out pretty well. Had to fabricate a little bracket for the front and rear side of it, but turned out pretty good. Already temperatures are about 6 to 7 degrees Celsius cooler than what they were with the old style. Let's see. Old style orb cooler, what they used to call them. But yeah, so 6 to 7 degrees difference, just the stock temperature or at stock frequency, 1 gigahertz. Yeah, I got the Voodoo 5 installed with the Zalman, the Noctua fans, and got 98 SE up and running. For those that remember it, everything seems to be good. Got drivers installed for it, and about to start installing drivers for the Sound Blaster Live sound card to get sound out of it, and got an old 56K modem just for nostalgia reasons, even though I'm not going to install a dial-up. I don't even have a landline anymore, hardly anybody does, but have an old 100 megabit per second Ethernet card just for nostalgia reasons. So when I do connect to it, I'll have 100 megabit. But had to just install one of the 512 megabyte sticks. I still have 2 other ones that I'm going to have to figure out. Have to make some modifications to Windows so that it can recognize 1.5 gigs. I'm going to see if I can make that work. By default, XP can only really recognize up to, some people have had it recognize 1 gig by modifying the config.sys file and doing some other little tricks, but I'll see if I can get 1.5 gigs to work. Might not, if not, I will. But also installed a small fan on top of the north bridge for the RAM. These had an external controller that they called a north bridge. Now on modern processors, it's part of the CPU. So tended to get hot or a little warm, so I stuck a fan on it, and it makes a little bit of a difference. There's a little bit of airflow around it, so it'll help. But right now, just got 2 CD-ROM drives installed, diskette drive, and just 1 Western Digital WD 400 40 gigabyte IDE drive. But got a couple of Noctua fans, Noctua fan there, and then can't really see it, but a Noctua fan in there for an intake. And I have this high-speed Delta fan. I think it's a Delta. Can't remember. That looks like a Delta symbol, I guess. I don't know. But this thing's loud, so I'm either going to have to run a resistor and kind of reduce the speed, but this thing sounds like a freaking vacuum cleaner. So it's not metal, it's plastic blades, but still it's very high speed. But yeah, so good stuff happening. We'll see if we can get some games going on it, maybe some Half-Life, Unreal, maybe Tribes, Quake. Found a bunch of the old CDs. But yeah, let's see what we can get out of it.